everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. And thank you so much for joining us today as we are super excited to kick off and share with you information about our new Business Accelerator program. So, this is our information session where you're going to have the opportunity to learn everything that we can think of to tell you about the Business Accelerator program. We'll leave a little bit of time for some questions and answers at the end, tell you how to get to the application and things like that. But before we do, if you've been on any session with me, I always like to take a moment to introduce our Webeck ORV team, led by our president and CEO, Dr. Frederica Singletary, who will be joining me here today. And then our fractional CFO is Jackie Jordan. Our fractional CHRO is LaCosta Moore. And our Senior Director of Marketing, Communications, and Engagement, you'll see her down in the chat there, is Courtney Martin. Like I said, my name is Dr. Kitiana Lowe, and I'm the Director of Programs and Events here at Webeck ORV. For those of you who may be certified WBEs, you may be familiar with our certification team, led by our Director of Certification and Outreach, Colleen Rudisill, our Certification Manager, Robbie Moore, as well as our Certification Specialist, Anita Steele. And then on our corporate engagement side, we have our corporate engagement manager, Devin Davis, and our administrative assistant, Morgan McDonald. So we have all worked very diligently to put together all the programming and things like that that you have here and that we offer here at Webeck ORV. I would like to take another moment as well before we move forward to thank our 2026 Champion Circle. And so our 2026 Champion Circle is a sponsorship opportunity that we have for both our corporates and our WBEs. So you'll see the people, this is my screen is over here. You'll see the people displayed here. And we definitely want to thank all of our corporates as well as our WBEs for their support that they give Webeck ORV, and it helps us to be able to do things like this program. So today, just to kind of give you a high level of our agenda, we will give you an introduction to the Business Accelerator program. I will talk about our eligibility criteria, the program dates, the cost, how you apply, where to go to apply. And then I would be remiss if I did not share with you about all of our upcoming events that we have. And then, of course, we will have some time for some Q&A. So we are going to jump right in, and Frederica is going to do a brief introduction, and then also we'll share with you some information about our Business Accelerator.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are so excited that you were able to take time out of your day to join us to learn more about Business Accelerator. Before I get started, I want to do a little bit of context for you guys about this program. We had a pre-existing program called Business Development Program that's been in existence for over 15 years, and it's in person. It is more or less an intensive, and we realized that we needed something that was more accessible to everyone who may not be able to go in person, but also something for small businesses under $1 million. And that is how Business Accelerator was birthed. And through that, we established an amazing partnership and sponsorship with none other than Fifth Third Bank. So before I want to get started, I want to thank them for being our exclusive sponsor of this program. And we have Teresa, who is the VP of Supplier Engagement. She is a VP and Supplier Engagement Manager from Fifth Third on the line. And so we're so grateful for you joining us for this. So to jump right in, Business Accelerator is a 6-session virtual program that will take place from April to August. And it is designed to provide you with foundational business skills to really give your business a competitive edge and accelerate your growth. And so these sessions are tailored around different topics that we have found to be necessities for entrepreneurs. They range from brand messaging, sales strategies, financial basics, legal protections, cybersecurity, AI. You guys, this thing is jam-packed with information. And to add even more, you guys will be getting group pitch feedback. So this is an opportunity to refine your pitch so that you can ensure that you're able to talk about your business in a way that lands impactfully no matter who you're speaking with. And so the program in and of itself will actually culminate in a pitch competition. So excited about all that is in store for this program. And Dr. K is about to share more with you about the eligibility criteria.
Yes, so let's jump in and let's share with you about how you can figure out if you qualify for this program. So it's not that hard. You must be a small business. Raise your hand for those virtually, or if you got your screen on. Anybody small business? I don't see any hand. Okay, thank you. I see one hand. There we go. There we go. Exactly. So you must be a small business with an active product or service. You can be an early stage business, right? You have to have an annual revenue of under $1 million, the ability to commit to all 7 sessions. So there's 6 virtual sessions, and there's the pitch competition that Frederica was talking about. So we want you to be able to participate in all 7 of those, actively participate in those, and just really have a willingness to complete all the action steps. If there's homework, whatever the assignments are, we want people who want to be there, not somebody that just wants to check it off of your list. And so Frederica talked about all of the different areas that you will have sessions on: the branding, the sales, the pitch. The pitch piece is huge because if you want your business to accelerate, you've got to know how to talk about your business. And what better way to have small group sessions where you're going to get that feedback about how you're doing with your pitch. And that's it. We're not asking you to jump through hoops. We're not asking you to give us your firstborn, just those. Be a small business, $1 million and under in revenue, and be willing and able to participate. As far as the dates, so we are kicking this off very, very soon. We are starting in April. So April 15th is going to be our first session, and we are going to wrap up in late August, which is going to be right before our conference, Catch the Wave, if you aren't familiar with it. So we will have 2 sessions in April. There'll be one in March, or one in May, one in June, and then 2 in July. And then that final piece that will be in person in Cincinnati for that pitch competition and your graduation. We will share that date soon, especially with those who are selected. So that way you can go ahead and get all of those dates on your calendar in advance. But remember, this is virtual, so you don't have to travel for any of those sessions between April and July. Those are all virtual. We just need you to be able to be in person for your graduation and for your pitch competition. Program costs. Because of the generous contribution of Fifth Third Bank, the registration for this session is only $530. Only $530. And so what that includes, you're going to get a one registration for our Catch the Wave conference, which is going to be in Louisville, Kentucky, August 24th and 25th. You'll get those 6 subject matter expert-led business development sessions that we talked about. There'll be a financial literacy education session that will be included in there. You will get a mini professional headshot session that's going to take place at our graduation. You'll have those 6 group pitch coaching sessions that we've been talking about. You will walk away with an AI certification. So it's not just about learning about ChatGPT and Claude and all those things. You will walk away with an actual certification in AI, and you will walk away with a cybersecurity certificate. So you're going to get all of these things for only $530. Our timeline. So our application actually opened last week, and we are going to be doing rolling interviews. We will keep our application open until the end of this month, so until March 27th. So as those applications come in, you will begin to see emails from me. We'll be scheduling those interviews and things like that. And then notification of acceptance will be by the end of the month because, like I said, we're starting off the middle of April. And so I would strongly suggest go ahead and look at your calendars. Go ahead and pencil those dates in so that way when you get that acceptance notification, you'll be ready to rock and roll, and you won't have to say, oh, wait, Dr. K, let me check my schedule and see if this really is going to work for me or not. Do all that beforehand. That way you'll be ready to rock and roll once you get that acceptance. How to apply. If you are not watching this from your phone, you can scan this QR code and it's going to take you to the application. If you're watching this from your phone or not able to do it right now, that's fine. You'll receive a copy of this recording as well as a PDF to this deck, and you'll be able to click this hyperlink right here, and it's going to take you exactly to the application to be able to apply for the BA program. I know that was a lot of information. It was jam-packed. I want to take a moment and pause and find out what questions you may have. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And if you want to drop them into the chat, you can do that. If you want to raise your hand, because we've got a good amount of people in here, actually. If you want to raise your hand, we can also call you if you want to come off mute and ask your question. Let's just open it up. What questions do you have that have not been answered already about the BA program?
I have a question. Hey, friends. Hopefully, everybody's
Yes.
having a great day. My name is Shirley Ellis. Zoom told you
Hi,
that,
Shirley.
though. So, the question that I have is how big will the cohort be? Is there a limited amount of seats, or is it first come, first serve, or we just want to fill it up? Can you elaborate on that?
I sure can. So we are doing interviews. So it's not first come, first serve. We want to make sure that everybody that's selected is going to be a good fit for the program, and the
Mhm.
program is going to be a good fit for you as
That
well.
part. Yeah, yeah.
We will be right. We will be accepting 15 to 20 members for this first cohort. Excuse me.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, sure. Stacy, I see you asked that question as well. So we answered that. And actually, you said the QR code doesn't bring up the application. We will double check on that before we send out the PDF. But Courtney did also drop the link into the chat. So I apologize about that. What other questions?
I have a question,
Yeah,
or
sure.
maybe something to point out, maybe. But I did do the application, and I just want to make sure I did the right one because the information when I completed it was different than some of the information you just presented, as far as the cost and the dates. So I just want to make sure I did the right.
I wonder if you're thinking of the BDP program application. Let me take a look in our system and let me circle back with you offline and we'll make sure we get you in the right spot.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. What other questions do you have?
I think Valerie has one in the chat. I don't want to speak for her, but I'll repeat it since I'm off mute. She said, "Are there any prizes or funding opportunities awarded to participants following the pitch presentation?"
Frederica, would you like to speak to that?
Yes. So this program in and of itself is open to small business in general. And so that is irrespective of certification. Now, the exciting thing about this pitch competition is that if you are WeBank certified, this is an opportunity for you, if you are a winner, to advance to the pitch competition at Catch the Wave. And that has its own set of prizes, which also makes you eligible to compete for the WeBank National Pitch Competition if you are a winner there. Now, we don't want to leave everybody out since it is exclusive. It is available to all small businesses, irrespective of certification. And so we'll be announcing soon what additional prizes are going to be available. But I can share that we do anticipate one of the prizes being an opportunity for you to have a coaching session with a subject matter expert directly, among some others.
Thank you. And Kendra, you are right. This is an exciting opportunity for female small business owners. That being said, this is also an exciting opportunity for all small business owners. And so that's one thing that is actually very different from those who may be very familiar with what we do here at Webeck ORV. Typically, everything we do are for women business owners. This is open. You just have to be a small business owner. So if you've got a friend who has a business and maybe it's a male or it's a minority or whatever the case may be, they are eligible to apply for this business accelerator program. So this, we're not holding this, we're not gatekeeping it. We want to be able to share this with the masses. So definitely share this with people that you know as well.
You answered my question more in depth, so thank you, Dr. K.
Try, Bobby, I try. No, Stacy, there is not any restriction to the number of years that you have in business. So if you have started your business and you just filed and got it running yesterday and you want to apply and you get accepted, that's wonderful. We want to walk with you through your whole entire business process. If you've been doing this business for a while and you still need some assistance with truly getting it up off the ground and running, we want to help you as well. Any other questions? Um,
I think, Valerie, there's some confusion, and you guys are getting the link to our business development program. And so we'll take a look at those links to make sure you guys have everything that is correct. Because the cost of this program, Valerie, I don't know if you were on when we went over that, is $530.
Frederica, just to further add on uh, to ask the question, because maybe people were thinking it, right? Awesome deal. Is there still an opportunity for scholarships for those who may not have it?
I think that it's always a function of you won't know until you ask. That's kind of our premise. Our goal with this one, surely, to be completely honest, is to make it accessible on multiple points. And so not only are you receiving this as a business development program, but you're also getting access to Catch the Wave, which is even more learning opportunities for those of you who have never had an opportunity to participate in it. We have workshops there that are value add to everyone, as well as being able to witness the pitch competition. And for those of you who are WeBank certified, the opportunity to participate in an opportunity matchmaker, which is our biggest supplier matchmaking event of the year. And so I think that in and of itself, we're hoping that everyone takes a moment to look at the value of that, as well as the certification, to see that this is an investment, not only in yourself, but into your business. And so that's why this is priced so affordably for that reason. Do we have any other questions? All right, Dr. K, do you have anything left
yes.
for us?
I do. Give me 1 second to pull my PowerPoint back up here. So, a couple of things. One, I will always tell you that feedback is a gift. And so we don't do anything here at WeBank ORV without making sure that we take the time to get feedback from our attendees. And so I do want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today for this session. If you are not on your phone watching this and you have the ability, if you could scan this QR code and fill out this brief survey for us, just to share some feedback with us with all the information that we've shared today. So that way we can work when we have another one of these to be able to make them even better. If you are watching this from your phone or not in the position to be able to scan this QR code right now, that's not a problem. When you receive that recap email, it will also have a link to the survey. So I always say, I don't care if you do it now or if you do it later. I just ask that you please make sure you take just 2 minutes and fill out that survey. And then, as I mentioned before, it would not be me if I did not share our upcoming events with you. So I want to start off with sharing. We do have a WB Connect in Cleveland next week on March 18th. And then we also have our Bold and Brilliant, which is coming up March 19th and 20th. So the conference itself is on March 20th. We have a kickoff party, our prelude party on March 19th. We do still have tickets available for that prelude party. If you are going to be in Columbus or you are close enough and you want to drive to Columbus, you want to hop on a plane and fly to Columbus, join us for that prelude party. If you're still interested in getting registered, just shoot me an email and we can work together to go ahead and get you registered for that. For those of you who may possibly be newly certified, we do have a newly certified onboarding webinar that's taking place on March 19th as well during the day. And then we're in April already. March is pretty much gone, we might as well say. So kicking off our events for March, we do have a coffee break on April 1st, which is just a really great opportunity to come together, bring your coffee, bring your water, or whatever it is that you decide to drink in the morning. And we are going to be learning about how to create powerful morning routines. So if you're not a morning person or you just want to shore up your mornings a little bit better, that's a free opportunity, free webinar for you to join us to learn more about that. For our WeBank certified WBEs, on April 8th, we have our Doing Business with Ohio Health. So if you're interested in doing business with them, you want to learn more about what they do, why they do it, and things like that, that's going to be the session that you want to attend. And then open for everyone on April 8th in the afternoon is our business development series. And this one is going to be about how to navigate strategic partnerships and joint ventures. So oftentimes you hear, hey, let's join forces and make ourselves even more powerful, but you don't realize that joining forces is an actual business decision. So you need to know, what is a strategic partnership, what is a joint venture, what are the other options, and how to truly protect yourself so that way you don't get run over when you're forming these partnerships. And that's going to be a webinar that you'll be able to learn a whole lot of information about that. And then April 9th, we have how to maximize your WeBank certification. And then our first Women of Color Connect is going to be in Columbus as well. So April 9th from 4 to 6 is our Women of Color Connect. If you scan this QR code, it's going to take you to our events page, and you can register for any of our events there. And then just a couple event spotlights to make sure you already have these dates on your calendar. Our Women of Distinctions Award Luncheon is going to be on May 13th. And then, as we talked about before, Catch the Wave is coming up August 24th and 25th in Louisville, Kentucky. Registration is not open for either yet, but go ahead and put those dates on your calendar. So that way, once registration opens, you've already got it blocked off and you know that you're going to be there. Any final thoughts or final questions that may have come to your mind while I was talking? All right. If not, thank you all for joining. I am going to double check and see what's going on with this application. We'll get that updated as well. Definitely hop in and go ahead and get applying, and we'll see you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.